But AFK, first up over for the team 2 by the looks of it. Griff on this team, man. Is this, man, the first time I've seen somebody with this dragon? The green drake, the gladiator drake. It looks so good. Although it's completely enveloped by Grifka's big old Mountel on that team with VAR as well. And AFK trying to see if we can get an angle versus Schweppes. I think that is the very first time we're seeing a gladiator green drake like this. It looks not that bad, actually. It doesn't look terrible. Schweppes, what is this? This man's looking beautiful. Look at his hat. Look at his bamboo staff. His whole like attire here. It looks great. Looking wonderful. Sleepy boy. Wait, Sleepy Cloud out of AFK. Putting the entire undead army to sleep. I thought the undeads were immune from sleep. There's going to be a grippy hand. Shrep is starting to see if he can yoink him from behind the pillar. Silence right after, limiting his potential. Fist of Fury walking away from it, doing so much range damage into Death Calls Karma. Trying to see if he can fight through it while AMS is up. Blind really quickly onto AFK. Breaks out of it. Lexio, but a death back really quick for Shreppies. AFK is not in a great spot. Shreppies just needs a bit more range damage to get through all the damage. AFK got plenty of health, but maybe not enough. Clawing shadows are going to be getting close. Oh, Shreppies barely surviving. He just tried to hang on as best as humanly possible. I am very much surprised. The fact that you even lived that. What is happening? With Grifka going to be up next. Schweppes does not have a lot of health. Just a Shadow Strike or two is all he's going to need. Double cheap shot with Saya. At least getting himself... No, not Saya. It is only Saya. Never mind. I was swapping to the wrong guy. But Saya is going to be up next with Wings. Try to see if he catches Grifka. It's going to stay away from Smoke Bomb. It's going to be Griff trying to use the Smoke Bomb or Trinket to cover. No Trinket. No, Trinket is still available. Saya does go for the Wake of Ashes. Maybe... I think it was a lag on my end. It looked like he was delaying for something. But I think it was just on my end completely. Grifka does not have a lot of health to work with into a blind onto Saya. As he does walk in with that nice axe polearm looking thing. Griff does back up out of there immediately. Wings are active. Saya could pick him up right now. Kind of hanging out the edge in case Griff gets nearby to sap him. Doesn't realize that Griff is nowhere near him. And Griff does go towards the corner here. Eyes are available, so Saya could pick him up. The fact that he doesn't have an immunity to combine with an eye is going to make it a little bit tougher. Griff has that angle with a Shadow Strike. Just immediately onto Saya. Griff no longer has a trinket though. Does get hit with a Wake of Ashes. Cheap shot. Saya has himself Shield of Venus. Wall for this one. Trying to see if he can survive it. Maybe have himself a big go with a stun. If Griff isn't careful, does go in for the Vanish. And this is where Saya maybe could pick up the eyes. Let's go for Regenerating. This is where Griff pops out in the open. Saya's going to get him into combat as soon as possible. Griff stuns up right now. Saya, this is the opportunity to maybe get himself a kill. Does he get himself right now? He needs just a little bit more damage. Gouge to follow. If you have yourself one more hammer throw or maybe final wreck around the corner, that might help you a ton. He more or less knows where the rogue is at. Does get to spot him, does get to dot him, does get to Blades Pierce and pass him into a consecration. He has to walk into it. That'll just get hit from range. There isn't much he can do. One more hammer will take out Griff. That'll put him in cheat death. Oh, he does cap him. He does. Oh, the banner. He just doing the banner just for you, boys. I know that everybody's like, yo, you know what? Why is he bannering him? That's super toxic. I think he's doing it just for the viewer, man. He's trying to take these rogues to the rest of the team to get a chance to actually play the game. With VAR gonna be up next, finally getting a chance here. Saya walking to this one with the bubble coming back up. He's gonna be a-okay, fresh, ready to go, feeling victorious after the battle versus the rogue. Had to play it super carefully. Not much you can really do. The rogue is gonna be skulking around, catching some resets. You just gotta find a way to counter those resets and stay productive. Big stabs by VAR though. Trying to see if he can blast out Holy Saya. Not giving him much of a chance right now. Shield of Venus barely keeping him healthy. Trying to see if he can peel behind the pillar, but the totem is not gonna let you go anywhere unless you take it out. Saya just kind of caught out and away from this pillar. VAR attempting to see if he can mitigate the damage out of Saya. Why he's got the bubble active with the final wreck, was not able to knock him back at all. Trying to get some heals here and there. Next big hit out of either one could be the end. Stunned by Saya, has himself a little bit of resources, but this is going to be enough damage though. VAR just seems himself one big lightning bolt that he'll have him. Does he have the Maelstrom Lightning Last and Trigger to follow? Oh, does get the Frost Shucks though. Off of that Maelstrom built up little by little, and okay, maybe charging out slowly as possible, giving VAR an opportunity to recover in health, give him the honored duel while also showing off the Proto Drake, which is so good looking mounts, man. This is so good from BFA. But giving VAR even a nice honorable duel vow, and now once he gets a chance to at least recover, now's the time to get in there. 42% dampening, you barely gonna be able to heal right now. Var having to take the damage up front versus OK maybe. Dropping that root totem, does separate him for a second, but OK does avoid the stun totem that follows that one into a burr right now for Var. Trying to see if he can get himself a better than survivability. Is it gonna be enough? Big LA Blast Shield of Vengeance throw for OK maybe. Zaps available, does remove the Flame Shock, which knocks him up in the air. Bubble. Var needs to find a way to live this one. We've only had the burr right here. Trying to use sprint just to run away. Using that mobility, trying to back up out of there. Can he do it? There's a hammer spinning around the man, trying to see if he can avoid it. Needs a heal or two. Needs a grounding totem for the next Hodge, because otherwise, OK, maybe he's going to be able to get him. Does try to see if he can trap him in the totem, but looks like he's going to be able to avoid. No stun, no grounding for the Hodge. Basically, no healing available for Var. Trying to see if he can live it. Next big hammer does end up taking him out. Drop down grounding, but you can't ground that attack with Lover. Gonna be up next. Charger now does not have a lot of survivability over here with 48% dampening. He might as well throw out any kind of defensives like AMS really early, prevent damage taken as best as possible, because you're not going to be able to heal. The less health you could take in damage, the better you're going to be. That grippy hand is going to do work. Try to see if you can claw right through the Blessing of Protection. Next up is either Now or Dev, and it looks like Now does not want to go first, but you might just have to. I think Devil was supposed to be up next, but he just couldn't. Maybe he wasn't there for it. Maybe they were trying to figure out who's going to go first last, maybe. As Now is not going to be the great spot. Does get a Sigil of Fear onto Lover with a Sigil of Elysian Decree, which is going to get a new animation very, very soon, by the way. I cannot wait until it gets so green and explosive. Instead of like this arcane mage-looking thing. With Now trying to catch up to Lover, have himself Metamorphosis, a little bit of health recovery if you could just do a little bit of damage to the pets, as well as the Death Knight does go pre-AMS, and the Hunt, I don't think he stops the damage of it, does get a stun into a big burst, maybe get himself a big setup, needs to go for a big Apocalypse. Now it got himself an immunity. Next stun can be very, very deadly. Does go for a big Blades dance. Oh, does Death call him down, but no health left whatsoever. Lover is just left with nothing that he can work with. One Death Strike into a Death Coil as Devil got himself a big gateway, could maybe get himself an angle around the corner, just needs to get some dots on a Lover. And I think he might just die, right? That's Corruption Agony, got himself a Succubus, needs to catch up as much health as possible. The only thing you can do is fight Devil with AMS up. Just whenever you're out in the open, AMS, fight him, do some damage, back away behind the pillar. That's about all you can do. Because Devil, if you get dots in here, like that could be very, very deadly. Try to go for a couple of Death Goals, stun around the corner while you CC. This way you can maybe make some damage happen. Silencer follow. Devil does not have a trigger for this one. Could be pretty big for Lover. He does himself a blind. Full dots up into an army of the dead. Drop it in a dome. Maybe he survives and hold on. Oblivion could not live Oblivion. Maybe could have gripped it or something, but Devil does end up draining the guy down. With Lasso left, but Devil, there's no way that he can recover health at this point. 11 minutes into the duel, 60% dampening, and execute away with the Reflect up immediately. Mortical getting sent in with a Blaze Storm after nothing you could do. It's just over. Just done. My goodness, that was a hell of a duel to start the night off with Lover picking up 2. Well done. Griff and Saya battling it out, but Saya does end up claiming victory at the very tail end of it all at the end of the day, which is so close. If you guys got group still, let me know. If you need more bodies, let me know as well.